Hi guys, so for today I thought I'd do a flip through of the sketchbook that I used for Inktober this year. This is actually the first year I participated in Inktober, and I was able to do all the days, which is really good. Really happy about that. And I posted every day on Twitter. But for today, I thought I'd do a flip through, like I said, of the sketchbook that I used. This is the Moleskine sketchbook album. Honestly, I didn't really like it that much. Before I started Inktober, I had a choice of picking the watercolor album or the sketchbook album, and I ended up picking the sketchbook because it was cheaper. So I thought, oh, it's gonna work just as well. But no, it didn't, because my intention for Inktober was actually to do ink washes, but that wasn't really successful, as you guys will see, because the paper was not meant at all for any kind of water. So anyways, you're gonna see it as I go through the pages. So first page, the first page I actually did September 30th, just to try out the page. And as you guys, I don't know if you can see, I did a sketch of a water brush, and as soon as I tried to do a wash, I think the red undertone just ended up showing, and it just became so granulated, so the paper wasn't sized at all whatsoever. So it just absorbed it, and yeah, so I knew then that it wasn't gonna be good. So also I just want to say that the pages you're gonna see, they're not really in chronological order, because I did other sketches, just random sketches in blank pages. So I would go through the back pages and go to other pages that were just blank, basically. So anyways, this page, this one I was just testing the inks that I was gonna use. I did on October 1st. So these are mostly the stuff that I ended up using. The Muji fountain pen, platinum fountain pen, and the Speedball dip pen with this two Speedball ink. There was one day I did end up using Copics, but that was just one day. I just wanted to try it out. So anyways, so yeah, just page of swatches. I don't know if you guys can see, but it just made it look so granulated. Am I in focus? No. Yes. And like, it's so weird. Anyways, this page was actually done October the 8th, and this were notes from Shadra Strickland Craftsy class on the art of the picture book. So it's just random. Oops, sorry. Just another random page on October 14th, doing some perspective studies. And this is actually the day one, which is ring. So I ended up I decided to draw Sauron from Lord of the Rings holding the ring. Day two was a mindless, so I decided to draw a picture of a girl just listening to music, because I find when I just don't want to think of anything, that's what I ended up doing, just listening to music. So this was the original sketch I did, but this is the one I ended up posting on Twitter because I ended up liking it a bit more. Just another random testing of the inks. This was the Speedball one when I just first got it. This was day three. My original idea for day three, which was bait, was to do show the Hansel and Gretel cottage, which the if you guys are sorry, obviously it's like the witch used the house as a bait. So I ended up trying that out twice. Just looked so bad, the perspective and everything. Yeah. Just another random sketch. So for day three, anyways, I ended up doing, this was another day three. This was a for bait. Oh yeah, I ended up doing, this was the actual final one. This was a test and this was the final one, which was a mermaid. Siren, really. It's a picture of siren because how they use their voice to lure the sailors in old legends. Okay, this one, another random sketch done on the 17th of October. So anyways, this was October 4th, another random sketch. Oh, freeze was the prompt for that day. So my original idea was actually this one, which is to do like the Snow Queen. But I ended up doing, this was the first try of the Mark Crilly inspired drawing with the girl having her hair blown on a cold winter day. That was the original sketch, and this was the one I ended up posting on Twitter with a color, like I just use a Muji gel pens for the black, sorry, for the red and the blue, and then I did a sort of a wash with the hair. But again, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, actually it's granulated again. And this one, another random sketch pencil. Also I bought another fountain pen that day, October 14th, so I did a pen test on that one. Another random drawing. I was watching Narnia, I think, when I drew this one. This was a Muji pen test. And this was day 5, which is build. I ended up doing a picture, a drawing of Vogue magazine because I like reading Vogue, especially the editorials, because of how it builds all this really fantastical world. So, yep. Another random sketch on this page. Oh, this one, I think I was watching a Lowish YouTube video. So I was sketching while I was watching that one. And this one was a drawing for day 6. And the prompt was husky. So I ended up drawing husky pants. Boys husky pants. I don't really like this drawing too much. So moving on. Random sketch of noses. And this was day 7 for Enchanted. Beauty and the Beast, the Rose. And this was just a random sketch again. This one I ended up doing, this was a practice drawing for the day 8, which was, the prompt was frail. You guys will see that later. This one was another random sketch. Oh no, it's supposed to be day 8. I think I was really having a hard time with frail, so I was doing a bunch of different drawings to see. And this one, like just a woman looking down, show her vulnerability or something like that. And this one was a blind contour, holding up a hand. So for day 8, this was what I ended up with, which was just a quick sketch for frail. Just a guy, an old man in a hospital bed. This one was actually a bit hard for me to draw. Just, I mean, not drawing per se, but just emotion, because it reminded me of my dad, because he died of cancer, and that drawing for some reason just reminded me of that. Anyways, this was day 9 for swing. And that's just a picture of my daughter swinging. I ended up doing that. Random sketches. More pen tests, I think. And this one for just another random sketch. I think this was a practice for another day, legend. So for legend, yeah, which is day 15. But I ended up not drawing that. This is Excalibur, like the King Arthur sword. And this is a day 10 drawing that I did, which is pattern. Wait, day 10? Yes, pattern was a prompt. So I just did that pattern with the hair. Also did a bit of a wash again. I really like how this one turned out actually. Random sketch. And this one was day 11. Snow was the prompt, and this was based on a drawing by a comic, Calvin and Hobbes comic. Day 12, the prompt is dragon. I did a video of me drawing this, and this is a Haku from Spirited Away. I really like how this turned out. I mean, it's not the best, but because I love Spirited Away, so. This was a practice drawing for day 14. I ended up drawing something else, so you guys will see later. And the prompt for day 14 was overgrown. And this one is day 13, which is Legend. Sorry, Ash. So I drew Ash from Pokemon. And this is the only page I did where I included Copic markers as well. So this is the one I posted on Twitter for Overgrown, day 14, which is just an old car abandoned with overgrown grass. This drawing is based on I Am Legend, Walking Dead, those kind of just post-apocalyptic drawings. I mean, shows. So. This was a practice drawing for another day. You guys will see the final one later. And this is the day 15 Legend. So I did I Am Legend. Will Smith, the Will Smith movie. Also based on a book. But I didn't really like how this one turned out. Like everything was just off. But anyways, that's what I found with Inktober. Some days I did really well with the drawings, and some days I didn't. But I didn't really think too much of it because I was just doing the Inktober for fun. So as you guys can tell, my drawings are not finished pieces. They're just really literally like sketches. So this was another practice drawing for ornament, but I ended up doing something else. And this is the day 16th, which is wild. So I drew something from Where the Wild Things Are. And I really liked how this turned out because I love Maurice Sendak, the illustrator, the creator and illustrator of the book. So I just didn't like, too bad that the red ink from here, I was testing the Speedball ink and it transferred to that one. So I still like the actual drawing itself. It's a random sketch. And this is the one for ornament, day 17th. Just a picture of that's actually my own hand, and I just did the long nails so it looks witch-like, and then I did a Christmas ornament. And that one, that actually was a different version of this sketch here. This one was based on Krampus, the movie poster for Krampus, I think, but I ended up doing it just like that. Okay, another random sketch. I think this was another test drawing I was doing for another day. This is day 18th, which is Misfit. And I ended up doing, this was inspired by Marilyn Monroe, who was in the movie Misfits. With, I think, was it Clark Gable, I think, yeah. So another random sketch I did. I think this was trying to draw my daughter side profile. And this was the day 19th. Prompt is sling. So I drew a mother with a baby sling and her baby. So So the original, I think, yeah, so this was the practice one. I was just kind of drawing ideas for it, and that's what I ended up with. Another random sketch. And this one is a day 20. Day 20, which is thread. So I ended up doing shoes. And this was based on an ad for Prada shoes. I really love the shoes, so I've been wanting to draw it for a while, so I thought, yeah, I draw it now. And this was notes from another craftsy class by Stephen Reddy. He was talking about the ink. I think the actual class is called Dynamic Detail and Pen Ink in Watercolor, which is a great class. So, and this was for another sketch. I think I was for treasure. I think this was a practice drawing. I was trying to do Ariel from Little Mermaid, and she's holding the fork and singing part of this world. My favorite. So this was what I ended up with, posting on Twitter as a final piece. Proportions are all off, but I still liked it because I like how this is a red ink as a pop of color, and then the rest is just ink, and I did a bit of wash as well. So I don't know if you can see it. It's very granulated too. This is another mermaid drawing, just seeing where I can take the aerial picture, but I didn't really like it. This was a random sketch, another perspective drawing. And this is day 22, which is a ghost. So another drawing inspired by the movie Spirited Away. So I just put no face as the ghost basically in the picture. This is supposed to be just a random girl, but really it's Chihiro. So from the movie, just looking out and the ghost beside her. It's a random sketch. Trying to draw sushi, I think, which is a big fail. And day 23, which is ancient. So this was based on ancient Greek temple. Parthenon? Yeah, is it Parthenon? I kind of like how this turned out. Like, my lines are not straight, but I thought the perspective was okay. Another random sketch. And this one, I think I was trying to, this was a test. I can't remember for what day now. It was supposed to be based on Coraline. For Dizzy, that's right, because of the web. But for the actual day, the day 24th, I ended up doing this. Just a face cross-eyed and all the psychedelic swirls. And this one is day 25, which is tasty. So I drew a sundae. Which one is this? Dark. Day 26. Prompt is dark, so I drew Batman looking over the Toronto skyline at night. That's where I live, so I thought I might as well include it. Day 27, coat is a prompt, so I drew just a girl wearing a thick puffy jacket, which was based on a Prada coat. I really wanted to buy, but it's so expensive, so. And this one, I think this is one of my favorites, which is day 28, which is ride. So I drew, this was actually based on a picture of a motorcycle in overlooking the ocean during sunset. Yeah, sunset, I think. So I ended up just doing like just a silhouette. I really like how that turned out. And this one is for day 29th, which is injured. So I drew a ray from Neon Genesis Evangelion because I just started watching it. And which one is this? Day 30. Yeah, Day 30. This is also, I think, one of my favorites. Day 30 is Catch is a prompt, so I ended up drawing a hand trying to catch a falling star. And the last one is Day 31. The prompt is Ripe, and I end up drawing a strawberry smoothie because that's what I do with ripe strawberries. So yeah, and that's it in terms of Inktober. These are just random sketches I did afterwards. More perspective stuff, face, and this is a Hakala pin I want to get from Gallery Nucleus. And this is the actual last drawing I did on this sketchbook, which is a copy of a Yuko Shimizu illustration. So I really love her work. And that is it. This is just a swatched page as I did before. So you guys can see, like, the acrylic is okay, but with like watercolor, just so granulated. Like into the inks and stuff. And that is it, you guys. Overall, I think I'm going to be doing Inktober every year from now on, if I can, because it's really fun. And I hope you guys like this sketchbook tour. Anyways, if you guys have any questions, just feel free to comment down below, and don't forget to click the like button. Okay guys, thank you, bye bye.